This film marks the 30-year commemoration of Dr. Naidu's research on lactoferrin, which started at Lund University, Sweden. This story is about the stroke of serendipity to a young scientist in 1987 that transformed lactoferrin, a little-known milk protein, into a nutraceutical sensation. The annual production of lactoferrin is currently estimated at about 1,000 tons worldwide.
My expedition with science started when I was a little boy in India, where the school of traditions taught me that education is a prayer, an innate search to discover one's innermost potential to calibrate the purpose of life. This very pursuit of discovery has introduced me to the fascinating world of biomedical science.
Dr. Naidu received his doctorate in medical microbiology from Osmania University. In 1984, Naidu discovered non-menstrual staphylococcal toxic shock syndrome, a rare, life-threatening infectious disease. His research findings were published in The Lancet, a top-tier medical journal with global impact on public health. Characterization of this new disease, toxic shock syndrome, demanded an in-depth understanding from the young scientist. In 1986, the quest for a research institute of excellence landed Dr. Naidu at Biomedicum, the Swedish research center in Uppsala, the beginning of an incredible Nordic connection. Biomedicum has the world's foremost molecular separation laboratory, the alma mater for 3 generations of Nobel laureates. It is here Dr. Naidu isolated and characterized the virulence factors of TSS pathogen, the Staphylococcus aureus, in collaboration with Professor Stella Nierton. In 1987, Dr. Naidu moved to Lund University in Skåne, the southern tip of Sweden.
Lund University has transformed my perception of biomedical research. At this very place, I realized the impact of applied research on pharma industry and learned the intricate know-how to innovate science into technology. I am grateful to Professor Arne Forsgren and Professor Torkel Wadström. Lund's Universitet is where I first encountered, by sheer coincidence, the milk protein isolate lactoferrin.
In 1988, Dr. Naidu pioneered lactoferrin research at the Malmö General Hospital, thanks to the Swedish Biotechnology Board, Arla, the Scandinavian dairy giant, and Semper AB. Dr. Naidu headed a multinational team of scientists from Sweden, Hungary, Germany, Poland, Bulgaria, and India. The Naidu team unraveled the molecular interactions of lactoferrin with several microorganisms and discovered lactoferrin receptors on bacterial pathogens. In 1989, Dr. Naidu received the European Young Scientist Award. Dr. Naidu moved to the United States in 1992 as a professor at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and later was appointed as the director and professor at the Center for Antimicrobial Research in California State University, Pomona. During this tenure, Dr. Naidu's research on foodborne pathogen E. coli 0157H7 and hemolytic uremic syndrome made global headlines. His patented activated lactoferrin technology, which ensured food safety, revolutionized the beef industry worldwide. Dr. Naidu is an elected fellow of 4 professional societies in the field of medicine and biomedical sciences. He is a member of 18 international scientific organizations. He is an invited speaker at universities and professional organizations that span over 5 continents and 30 countries. He is a prolific author with more than 100 research publications, book chapters, and an editor and author of 4 best-selling reference volumes: Redox Life, Bioreplenishment for Bone Health, Natural Food Antimicrobial Systems, and Lactoferrin. As an inventor, he holds 24 core patents and several patent applications pending. Dr. Naidu's technology transfers and landscaping of intellectual properties are the basis for the founding of 4 successful biotech companies in the United States.
I am indebted to every spiritual, intellectual, and material moment that carried me through this exciting journey of scientific discovery. Every prospective step forward and each milestone in retrospect has fulfilled my very purpose of life. Europe and Scandinavia played a pivotal role in shaping up my career. Therefore, I have decided to build my European base and reconnect with my Nordic colleagues. I want to go back where it all started, expand upon those eureka moments, reach even higher in the field of biomedical technology, and provide the world with healthcare at its best.
A very good morning to all the friends in this group. Okay, yeah, this is Asia time. Right now is 7:13, and this is Sarah from Kuala Lumpur, and we are so happy that this morning we are having our management executive team representative, our Donald Watt, is with us right now, all the way from LA, California. Okay, I think right now is afternoon time for Don. Okay, because of our company just launched a new product which is called Supra. Okay, and we are so happy that this morning Don did arrange his time, come over to our room to share with us why we need to take iHealth Supra and what is it all about. Okay, I'll hand it to you, Don. The next, yeah.
Okay, I will just talk a little bit about this before we get into the PowerPoint, because it's important. It's a little difficult to say sometimes, but it's Immune Ferrin Supra. Now, the reason why it's called Immune Ferrin Supra is because this has been actually created just for our company. The technology behind this, which is also on the package itself, is lactoferrin. So that is the technical term of the product that we're working with. But for iHealth, it's created as lactoferrin supra. So that separates us from the competition that are selling just lactoferrin. One thing that I've found in all the research that I've been able to do is that 99% of the lactoferrin products that are out there do not have extra ingredients in them. It's just straight lactoferrin. The other thing that I found is that they have a higher dose of the lactoferrin. So it's more than what you actually need. And very similar to how we treat the NMN, we don't overdo the amount of NMN that you actually need. So in the same sense, we're not overdoing the amount of lactoferrin or Immune Ferrin Supra that you would need in your daily intake to benefit from it. Now, one thing about this, before we get into it as well, if you're first starting it, you haven't taken this yet, what you want to do is they recommend you take twice the amount. So for your normal daily usage, it would be 2 capsules per day. But for the first month, they want you to take 4 capsules per day. So that gets your body built up quicker with the lactoferrin in it. And it also creates a better way for your body to be activated through all the mechanisms that we find the lactoferrin will work with. Now, being in a company that is really out to make it their mission to help people be as healthy as they can be, as active as they can be, for as long as they can be, this is another reason why we've expanded into this particular portion of the market, especially being in today's stages, still fighting the COVID issues worldwide. You have to understand that there is so many other things that we still have to fight each and every day. So COVID is one of the main things. And Dr. Naidu, he actually has a project specifically working with the COVID issues. And his lactoferrin is one of the things that is his key source of fighting and combating this COVID issue worldwide. So we want to really be on top as one of the leaders in the industry. We know we're not the only ones, but we want to be on top in the industry as best we can to make sure that we're helping as many people as we can to be as healthy as they can through all the products that we use. And by no means are we saying that one is better than the other. They both work great together. That's what we're saying. So this is just an additional tool that we have in our toolbox that we can use to put us on that that top edge. Okay. Let me get into our screen here. Share. Now, again, the other side of this is that this is a very new presentation. So this is basically the third time I'll have presented this particular PowerPoint, and I'm still adding slides and other things as we go along. So it'll continue to get better and better. But this product is very, very intense. So there's a lot more to it than just what meets the eye. So we're doing basic presentations to begin with, and then we can get a little bit more advanced as we go along. It's that intense. There is so much scientific things behind it. So we want to make sure that we're really learning as much as we can about this as we go along. So this is what you could call, when we went to college, we had the class 101. So this is Super 101, then we'll have Super 102. So we want to make sure we get into each and every class that we have on this. So we'll have a lot of things we can teach people about this. So I want to welcome everybody. I appreciate your diligence in being here. And it shows that you really do care. And that's very important when it comes to how we treat the business and how we treat our prospects. And the more we know about these things, the better off we'll be. So we have a new message here from iHealth, and that is our new product, the Immune Supra. It'd be good for everybody to work on pronouncing that. I've had to do it a lot myself because it's a little hard sometimes to express. So that's why many people just call it Supra. We want to make sure that whenever we talk to anybody about any of our products, we always want them to consult their doctor first. And this is very important, and especially now with the Supra, because this does a lot more in the function of our immune system, as well as every aspect of our body's functions. So we want to make sure these individuals do talk to their doctors about this product. That can work for everybody's benefit in many ways. It not only lets your doctor know that you care about yourself, but if your doctor doesn't know about it, it might give him or her the incentive to want to research it a little bit themselves. And who knows, they may actually become one of your partners in this business. I've got 2 doctors in my team because of that. Of course, we're talking about Dr. Naidoo, and he's a new member in our medical research staff, as well as his son. So we have 2 additions to our research group, and we want to welcome them because they bring a lot of years of experience and a lot of not only technology, but a lot of scientific knowledge into our company to help us be more efficient when it comes to serving the public. So we'll get into our program here. iHealth Immunoferrin Supra is based, again, on lactoferrin technology. So that's what we need to talk about, is lactoferrin technology. The Immunoferrin Supra, again, is the name of our product that we use for iHealth Innovation Tech. This product is also manufactured here in the United States. So that's a good asset for all of us to speak to anyone that is interested in our products. We can express the fact that it's manufactured here and shipped worldwide. So we're going to discuss what is Immunoferrin Supra, why do we need Immunoferrin Supra, and what makes Immunoferrin Supra unique. Immunoferrin Supra is formulated for iHealth from lactoferrin protein technology, and it's found and processed from milk. It takes 3 liters of milk to make 1 capsule of the lactoferrin. And in this case, the same for our Immunoferrin Supra. Immunoferrin Supra is lactose-free. And being lactose-free is something we can express to anyone who has a problem drinking any type of milk products that do have the lactose in it. Now, I do want to explain a couple of things that no matter what you do, there's still going to be very, 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 very trace amounts of lactose, but it's so small that it will not bother anyone who has that type of issue in their life. So we can feel pretty secure in talking to individuals about that being lactose-free. Lactoferrin is another natural substance that forms the basis for all living things, and it's vital for good health. Lactoferrin is normally supplied in our diet through dairy products. So we're again talking about milks and cheeses and things such as that. Many of us do not receive the daily lactoferrin that is present in these high-fat, lactose-containing foods. So this is why we would need to supplement lactoferrin in our daily life. Immunoferrin Supra is going to help the body to absorb the nutrients it needs. It's a natural prebiotic and supports the growth of beneficial bacteria. Now, being a prebiotic, that means it starts in the digestive system before it gets deeper into the body as well. So some of the things that I have heard already is that more people are having better natural bowel movements, for instance, and their stomachs aren't making as much noise after they eat, which means it's doing its job in helping the body to digest the food before it actually gets into the main portion of your body. So that's what the prebiotic does, and that's a very important thing to talk to people about. So again, why do we need Immunoferrin Supra? Well, we're fighting a biological battle. This particular area here, we're going to talk about the human host and then the pathogen. We have the human. In general, they are out to survive. So the mission is to survive, grow, and multiply. They have a strategy of defense, which would regulate the cellular energy, replenish building blocks, reinforce immune forces, and also restore metabolic machinery. The pathogen being bacteria, fungi, parasites, and viruses. So these are all the things that we're battling each and every day in many different ways. Their strategy is offense. So they're trying to invade your body. So where we're trying to create energy and be energetic and so on and so forth, they are draining your cellular energy. And what that actually means is they are attacking the immune system each and every day. So our immune system is the defense and fighting off these particular pathogens as we go through each and every portion of our day. So their offense is to drain cellular energy, deplete the building blocks, destroy immune forces, and damage metabolic machinery. So with the world's crisis still in our midst, and now here we're talking about the COVID issue in particular, because that's still an ongoing thing. We're still losing many, many people each and every day worldwide to this particular disease. That being said, we can't have a staff of doctors and nurses traveling with us each and every day. And when I was thinking about this slide here and putting it together, there's a lot of doctors and nurses that are also getting COVID and not surviving through this as well. So even if we could have a staff following us each and every day, doesn't mean that we would be successful in our defense. So from the toddler stage to the beginning of adolescent age, into adulthood and family life, and well into our later years, we definitely need lactoferrin. In this case, our product, Immuneferrin Supra, is going to be a very, very important addition to our daily intake. The functions of lactoferrin cover the nervous system, the circulatory system, the respiratory system, the skeletal system, our hormonal systems, digestion, reproductive, and excretory systems. So all of these are things that the lactoferrin will help as a multifunctional molecule. So it works in every aspect of our body's functions to create a stronger immune system. And again, it's something that we've had from birth. It's one of the first things that we received from our mother's milk was high in lactoferrin. And that is something that we need even on to the end of our lives. So when we put all of these together, we have our physical exercise, again, our digestive system, the nervous system, and then every aspect of our body's functions. It creates a flow of life to keep us at that active stage for much longer than we ever could imagine. Immuneferrin Supra starts with its purity at the source. So since we're talking about milk products, we get milk from cows. So the cows that the milk is harvested from is raised in an all-natural environment. It's hormone-free. So all of these cows are not given any hormones to make anything produce faster or produce more. It's non-GMO, so they're not given any other types of growth mechanisms to either make themselves grow bigger, faster, stronger. It's all 100% natural. antibiotic free. So being in this environment, they're kept as healthy as possible, and they're not given any type of antibiotics to kill anything in the milk or in any of the processes before it has been extracted. And the cows themselves are non-transgenic. Now what this is this means that they are purebred. There's no crossbred cows in any way, shape, or form to create the milk source for our Immunferin Supra. What makes our Immunferin Supra unique? Well, it's created through what they call lactoferrin TCR technology, which is a patented treatment for containment reduction, TCR. It yields ultra-pure, lactose-free, biofunctional lactoferrin. I know that's a lot of things to think about, but what it really means is that it gives us the most amount of lactoferrin from the milk. It gives us the purest form of lactoferrin from the milk. It allows us to make it lactose-free, which creates a much stronger and more biofunctional lactoferrin than any other lactoferrin product on the market. It's very important. Other companies use a different technique, which uses what they call a mild heat pasteurization process. That process actually kills a portion of the bioactivity of the lactoferrin itself, which means it's not, even though it's pure lactoferrin, it's not as functional when it comes to benefiting our body in any way, shape, or form. So we have a patented processing system that we use. It's called a cold processing system. Everything is done in cold processing, so there's no heat whatsoever given to any of the different levels of process, which is a three-tier system. It's all done on cold processing, which keeps it at its highest level of bioactivity. The first tier is what they call surfactant, and this increases, again, that bioavailability. So increasing it in the sense that it allows more of the lactoferrin to be extracted in a more pure form for our product. The second tier is polyphenol or phenol, which enhances the antimicrobial activity. So this is in line with making sure that it will do its job inside our bodies as a prebiotic, and also to keep the activity of the product more available in a stronger form before it gets into the deeper portions of our body as well. Many of the products that are on the market today will actually be destroyed in the stomach. This will go through the digestive system in a much more efficient way. Tier 3 is a ascorbate tier. This one is what potentiates the antioxidant activity of the product. Now, antioxidants are very important when it comes to keeping our immune systems as strong as possible, because it allows all the other things in our bodies, the different, for instance, vitamin C is a very important thing. It keeps that more active, keeps it working in your system much longer. Vitamin C is usually in and out of your system within 20 to 30 minutes. With this, it stays in your body much longer all day long, allowing it to do its antioxidant activity in a much more efficient way. And what you'll notice is that, for instance, if you're urinating without any of these supplements, just vitamin C, for instance, you urinate, it's a yellowish color for about 20 minutes. And then after 20 to 30 minutes, then it starts clearing up through the day if you have no other proper supplementation in your system. With the lactoferrin, the immunoferrin supra, and also the NMN as well, you'll notice that you're urinating yellow all day long, which means your vitamin C is being rejuvenated throughout the day and allowing it to clear out all the impurities in your body and keeping your body cleaner and much more active when it comes to these biological levels. So what we want to do, we want to get a better quality of understanding when it comes to the immunoferrin supra. And I ran through these a little quicker so we can have a better one-on-one discussion between each other, because this is a very, very intense product to talk about. So we want to express the fact our mission, again, is for better health and prosperity. And we're going to do this by adding immunoferrin supra to our supplemental line. And we want to help people to use this in the right fashion. Each and every day, we want them to better their lives, not only monetarily, but physically as well. So we want stronger, healthier people in the world. Immunoferrin supra is powered by science, and it's prescribed by nature. So this is our first grouping of the PowerPoints for the immunoferrin supra. We have a second one, which really does get into all the metabolical formats of what the immunoferrin supra does, but it's so much. It's so many slides, and it's so deep that we need. I feel we need to split that up and talk about it in maybe 2 more sessions, so we don't get overburdened with all the information that we have on the immunoferrin supra. So what I want to do, I'm going to keep my slides on here, but if we can open this up and talk about it, if you have some questions on certain slides, I can go back to them. We can discuss each slide a little bit more intensely. So everybody